And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's
Patrick's
on their
got a baby.
mind, so they have an extra one, and that's how we get the podcast, the podcast,
Hey,
the
Roy.
podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast,
The lights
the
over here.
podcast, the podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast.
At home, they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
Yeah.
In honor of the Little League World Series going on right now, Big Al and his dinger quote.
At home, they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
Big Al.
For the record, he came back and his first at bat was a dinger.
That's right.
you
Home
know?
run.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what a dinger is.
What's up, little Roy? Patrick brought in. So
Something
what happened?
to
Why do
say,
you have
Roy?
why is your kid here?
Vivica has a meeting, so
Oh.
I get Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Oh.
So Roy will be doing
no-
the podcast with us today.
There's no daycares, man.
Very
No
cool.
spots.
Really?
What
Oh,
if
yeah.
Roy throws up in here?
I mean, he doesn't usually, but he has a
Okay.
bib.
But he was
he's
looking
good.
at you, Bubba, so maybe.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio, O'Reilly Auto Parts, you're professional parts people. Wish they were professional pronunciators. Good morning. I said good morning.
So what's the
Habit.
deal with babies? I mean,
So, everyone's having trouble hiring people or getting people to stay at places. And most places, restaurants, grocery stores.
oh, you mean
everywhere-
just in general?
Just in general. Most places you just struggle. You just get by. You're like, well, we're short-staffed. Legally, you can't be short-staffed at a daycare. Like for infants under 1 year old, I think it's one teacher or worker per 4 kids. So if you don't have enough people, you can't take more kids.
Yeah,
So there's
Right.
daycare shortages
everywhere. huh?
everywhere.
Huh.
It's big. It's a big problem. So he's on a waiting list for next March.
What?
Yeah, to get into a daycare.
Well, he
And
won't
we
need
got
it
on
by
as soon
then.
as he
Huh?
was born. Well, I mean, he'll be a year old, but yeah, we'll still need something.
Year-old's good. They don't.
Yeah,
You
they're
think
pretty
stay by
much-
their house at the house? By
Yeah, they
themselves?
just stay by. Yeah, they're fine. Once they can walk, I mean,
That's-
you can fend for yourself, right?
That's crazy. By the way, if you love music, I got to get the sponsor out there this week. It's Pickle Jar. If you love music, you need to download the Pickle Jar app. Everybody's making baby faces. Show gratitude to your favorite singers, bands, whatever. You can also support causes around town, and you can watch exclusive content. Hi, Roy. Stuff that you can't find anywhere else. Check it out for your iPhone and your Droid at picklejar.com. That's picklejar.com.
Hey, come on.
Roy.
Good.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm done. So that's the problem. He's going to be a distraction.
No, I mean, he's a baby. He's not
That's
even
not a
saying
problem.
anything. Just, and by the way, you get distracted by
Yeah, I mean,
everything.
there's like a fly.
There was a fly in here
Oh,
earlier.
I see.
It was, and it was,
was super
really messing
distracting.
with me.
Are you guys doing an Artemis 1 party on Monday?
So what now?
Artemis 1?
What's Artemis 1?
Artemis 1, the launch? The part of what?
I must not be as
A
cool
friend of
as you,
mine's
man.
going.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're saying it's
What are y'all
it's
talking
huge.
about?
yeah.
It's the I'm not real sure. Honestly, I'm just going by headlines. I was hoping you would know what it is.
We rely
It's
on you for all space-related things.
Yeah.
Space
Well,
stuff.
I'm usually on top of stuff like
That's
that.
the thing. You two, this is your wheelhouse. What's happening here?
All right, so this is something to do about going to the moon.
Oh,
What the heck?
Isn't it?
Artemis 1 is the first in a series of increasingly complex missions that will enable human exploration to the moon and Mars. So that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, I didn't realize that was going
Isn't
on this.
SpaceX involved in that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I saw Elon tweeted something about it Monday. I was assuming that's what it was.
Why have we not gone
Why
back
have
to
we
the
not
moon?
gone back to the moon?
That's still, I mean, think about
I
this.
mean, I thought
It
we had.
has-
I thought there was a base.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like a week ago,
Oh.
you're about, they're definitely
Oh,
based
yeah,
on
yeah.
the moon.
Yeah,
well,
I'm saying,
duh.
why
That's a
aren't-
given.
We have a base. I mean, it's there.
I'm going to
Why-
apologize to Patrick for even starting this, but
No.
No, but why are we not even, talking about the moon base?
Because it's called a secret. That's why they call it top secret.
So is this part of the big
Classified.
reveal? We're going to do Artemis 1, Artemis 2, and then we're going to pretend that we had, hey, look, we're building a base now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the over time, the reveal. I'm sorry. I'm really distracted by him. I'm
You want me to
trying
put
to
him on the
talk.
ground or
and he's
something?
doing
He's
this
just
little bobblehead
cute.
thing.
Yeah.
He's like, and it's messing with me.
Yeah. Babies are cute, man.
Do you have to hold him away from you because you're afraid he'll try and nurse?
Very no, I'm holding him so the camera can see him.
Has he ever tried to latch?
No.
Of course he has.
No.
Look at that smile.
My kids tried to latch on me. I forget which one, but I remember one of them. I'm like, what are you
So
doing?
wrong.
Look at him. He's so cute. There's no way that's yours. Classic joke.
Looks exactly like me when I was a baby.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
This is what I look like. So,
So this is
sorry, kid,
Vivica's
this is what
first-
you have to look forward to.
I like how he keeps banging his head on your microphone.
So this is Vivica's first baby.
Yes.
And how many does she have brothers? She has brothers and sisters.
Yeah. She has 2 brothers.
And they have kids?
Her older brother has a little boy, who's just a year old.
Okay,
So,
so I was thinking they kind of got into this late, but not really. Not in that family.
No, we're right on time with her
second-
family. Yeah. He's way younger than his cousins on my side of the family. So, like, my nephew is 30. How old am I? I don't know. He's like 35.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's got an age gap there.
You know, you were talking about the babysitting thing, how it's tough. You know, like the same thing for like animals and things like that. There's somebody told. You okay, bud?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
You all
He
right?
makes noises like Patrick does.
Like Patrick does. Yeah, exactly. There's a thing called Rover. It's like a.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm talking?
Yeah, the dog walking app.
Yeah. So you can actually get people to walk your dog, take your dog in. I mean, they'll like even house sit or whatever, like pet sit with your pet.
Yes, we were going to do a Big D and Bubba game night, and Patrick's like, I said something about like, well, yeah, I got to board my dog. He's like, well, just get Rover, and I was like, are you nuts? There's some stranger walk into my house and take care of my dog?
Yeah.
What's wrong
I
with
thought-
you?
Well, people do it.
Yeah, well, that's those people.
But they're vetted and they have reviews and all that.
I watched this whole thing about fake reviews, Google reviews.
Yeah.
Like now I don't trust any of them. There's like,
No.
and they're like, here's how you can tell if it's a fake, if they're using them. It's almost all 5 stars.
Yeah.
And they'll have all like, it'll be all 5 stars and then a handful of 0, like all the way down. Nothing really in between.
Here's what I'll say about reviews. You can base it on if something's got like say it's out of a 5-star rating, it's got like a 4.1, 4.2. That's probably a good scale to use. But specifically with things like restaurants and hotels, don't read them. Don't read the reviews because we were trying to book a hotel room in Dallas and we made the mistake of actually reading the review. You can't find one that doesn't have horrible reviews.
Right.
There's always somebody with a vendetta out to just totally destroy, and not just one person, but nobody goes to leave a great review usually, or a mediocre, like, you know what, that place was pretty nice. No one leaves that review. So it's all just, well,
Yeah, when
it
you're
was a
so
hell on earth.
heated and
Like,
you're
yeah,
so
exactly.
angry, this is the only way you feel you're going to be able to extract some kind of revenge or stick it to them because you think they stuck it to you.
We were going on a trip with me and Vivica and 2 friends of ours, and my parents were meeting us there to watch the kids while we went to this concert. And all those people trying to pick one hotel to stay in, like everybody reading reviews going, well, we can't stay there. I heard they had mold near the pool. And I'm like, when? When is that review from? Like, who posted that? Do you have, like, it all looks nice online. Then you get on the other side of that. Well, yeah, well, it looks nice, but the pictures are 5 years old. So how nice is it really?
Well, then you have the problem with Glassdoor, which is where people can go review businesses or companies they worked for.
Oh, yeah.
Now there's companies that will help these companies erase bad reviews from Glassdoor. So
And
now
Glassdoor is where like the employees say all the bad stuff.
Yeah, just
Okay.
or gives it that way. If you're applying for a job and you go into Glassdoor and you say, "Oh, it looks like their benefits package isn't good," or whatever it is, or "Hey, they've got a ping pong table," it could be positive. But I guess the negative reviews, there's some company that has figured out a way to get the bad ones off, and they're charging these businesses to take the negative reviews off Glassdoor.
oh,
Wow. By the way, Dallas is watching on a YouTube stream. He said, "Is this really live?" Nope,
no, it's not. We're not live. This is your imagination.
dude.
We are, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't.
What I would like to do, I would like for Patrick just to take his shirt off and see what happens.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh!
I think
what?
this would be so
Sick
much fun.
person you are.
Kidding.
I don't know
I
why.
wish
It
I were
just seems
closer so I
funny.
could throw something. At him.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
What?
gross, Bubba.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
But
Like,
no, that is
dear
inappropriate.
Glassdoor.
Yeah, no kidding. Gosh.
So there's a you ever watch those videos where they go, okay, if you used to work at a place, tell us something that no one else knows about that place. I love those videos. You get all kinds of like good stuff, like restaurants, businesses. Oh, that's the best. I guess restaurant is business, but you know what I mean. I didn't have anywhere else to go with that. What's up? What's going on, dude?
I just want to talk to Roy.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna go
Yeah, and
to
by the way, I love how we
questions.
single me out to make man boob jokes, where every man in this room has man boobs.
Yeah,
So why don't you take your shirt off and see what happens?
because it's your kid. That's gross.
yeah, that's gross, Patrick. Why'd you have to make this so
Well,
gross?
he's the one who made it gross.
I
Well,
didn't
you're
make
the
it
one who
gross.
made it.
You
Just
made
gross
it
now.
gross.
Are you guys gonna have another kid?
I don't think so. This is enough. This is I'm 40. How old am I? 43? No.
No.
This
Are
is
you 43?
Yeah, I'm 43.
Oh.
I just turned 43.
It's a lot of
Like,
work.
it's
Is
just-
this the most work you've had to do with the baby?
Yeah, this is pretty much.
It's
this is as hard
easier.
as it
It's
gets.
easier when you're in your 20s.
is
It
easier
really
when
is.
you're younger.
What do you
It
What do
is.
you do? Like, what do you have to do? Like when you go home for the baby?
Oh, just whatever she tells me to do. Like every man, you know.
Yeah.
You feed him this bottle, yes, ma'am. You change him out of that, yes, I can.
Y'all get the whole baby formula thing went away. The shortage.
No, it's still hard to find.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
We still have to. He eats a specific kind, and we have to like. Sometimes they don't have it. You go to another store, make sure they have it there. We try to stock up, but we're not that stocked up. It never really went away.
It's just slowly getting better.
It's slowly getting better.
Yeah.
But like we used to get it at Costco. Man, I haven't seen his baby formula at Costco in.
What's his? Does he have some kind of allergy or something?
No, it's just this. Once you start on one kind, they usually recommend you stay with that. If the baby's good with it,
Yeah.
you know. And
That sounds boring, but all
it
right.
is boring. Wow. He eats the same thing every day.
What is
and let
in
me
it?
tell you, I have no
Is it like
idea.
a protein shake?
It's basically like a
Yeah.
like baby protein shake. It smells horrible. It smells like milk that's gone bad.
Yeah.
And what you do? And when we eat, he stares at us like, "What you got there?"
Yeah, I would too. That's
know.
a very awful thing for you to do in front of your child.
Well, soon we'll let him eat food. He's almost there.
Yeah.
Say, I can almost eat food, Mr. Dean.
When does he get solid food? 6 months? 8 months?
6 months. Like, well, in between 5 and 6 months, he just turns 5 months tomorrow, and so then he'll be able to
wow.
eat oatmeal.
Oh, that's a good solid move. Oatmeal's good. You're right. You'll be like, but you'll eat it when you're young and then when you're really old.
Yeah, and you get excited.
My favorite
because
thing,
you
I'm just
need
sitting here fascinated watching him. And like babies do this weird thing. Like they go, they get their big eyes and they look around and they go back to normal. Yeah, me too,
Yeah.
bro.
Same
Me
seas.
too.
it. You want to talk too?
Hey, so when he gets
like,
is he taking a poop?
No, he's just talking to you.
I didn't. That's what I sound like.
oh, he's smiling. Yeah, that's
Smile.
always my favorite one.
When he is eating, hang, Roy, I'm talking. When he starts to eat solid food, do you want me to smoke some ribs or something?
Yeah, yeah.
For
I'm
you- for
sure
you?
he'd be totally into that.
It'd be
I
for
bet
you.
Vivica would not have a problem with that at all.
I
What
mean,
are you feeding him? Well, I took it off the bone.
It's all chopped up.
Gosh.
It's on
Calm
bread.
down, woman. Your problem.
I didn't use the Diablo sauce.
No, yeah. It's just as sweet and spicy. He'll be fine.
Plus, I mean, you do have to work them up for that. You have to start with a little bit of like sauce, though. Just
tell
a
you-
heads up, you do have to build up that hot thing.
I do enjoy those hot sauce videos where these people get on there and they
They cry.
They're
they
like,
try and
"Oh,
like the really
yes."
hot chip or whatever, and there's
The
some
peppers.
guy
The pepper
yeah.
eating competitions.
Oh.
And then you start with like 10, 12 people, and they give them progressively hotter peppers until they tap out.
There's a pretty well known YouTube channel does that when they have celebrities. What's the name of that?
It's like
Hot
the,
ones?
Hot ones? That
I think
that
that's
it?
it.
Hot ones,
I think
maybe?
so. I see it every once in a while. Pops up on my thing. I think I got out of. I don't really use the smoker much anymore.
Really?
You got away from smoking?
No, I didn't get away from it. I got away from using that because I compared smoking on the pellet grill, some grills, ribs. So I put a rack of ribs on just the pellet smoker, and then I put a rack of ribs in my charcoal, lump charcoal with big chunks of like hickory that you just throw in there, and then offset it so you put the meat on the other side and do the. Blah, blah, blah. It does a much better job.
Then the smoker.
Yeah.
Wow.
The bark was way better. It tasted way better.
And you're going to finish it in, do you still finish it the same way?
No, I didn't need to with this. With
Oh,
the other,
really?
sometimes I'll finish it like sometimes I'll wrap them and then finish them in the oven. Because once you wrap them, you're not getting any more smoke on them.
Right.
So that's just BTUs. You're just heat. So you just put it in an oven. But sometimes if it's taking forever or my pellet grill conks out, which mine does a lot, I'll just throw them in the Instant Pot and pressure them and get
And
it
what I
done
was going to
fast.
say is if you're going to do that anyway, then you don't need to smoke it for,
Well, it's the flavor. You get that.
know.
You can't.
well, yeah.
That's the only place unless you do
I'm
liquid
saying
smoke.
like the difference between the smoker and the charcoal. Like, yeah, you do it over charcoal, for however long and get that same.
Yeah, it's just better.
Yeah.
Charcoal's so much better. Tastes better. That's what I got Gunner for his apartment in college. But I'm not getting you a gas grill. You're gonna learn like everyone else.
Yeah. I
You're gonna
remember the first
work your way
grill I bought in my apartment in college. It was like my second year of college. We moved into an apartment, and it was just that cheap
Weber,
little
round Weber.
round charcoal grill.
Yep.
Park it. We had it under the stairwell in back of the apartment. We're just sitting out there smoking or grilling, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
You learn.
And you probably did you use lighter fluid back
No, well,
did.
yeah, we did
I
because we didn't
did.
have the briquettes that had the
then?
lighter
And-
fluid.
Yeah,
in them.
what's the
Those
same
are
thing?
horrible.
It's terrible for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, don't use lighter fluid anymore. People don't do that.
Well, yeah. Now everybody's got this little stack and
Mhm,
yeah,
chimney or
we didn't-
whatever.
We didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
We used newspaper. I remember
That's
that.
fine. You just want to spray. I don't know why we thought that was great. Spray chemicals.
Let's spray gasoline on
Well,
the
it all
fire.
burns off pretty quickly anyway, right?
I mean, it will burn off, but it takes a while, and then you've got. I guess you can kind of get it started. No, just don't use it. What am I doing? No, just don't use it.
You shouldn't.
There's 1,000 other ways to do it. Use that.
Yeah.
So no more kids. That's it, huh?
I
You guys
think
getting a
this is gonna
dog?
Be it. No, I don't want to.
Cat?
No.
No pets?
No.
None of
I
that.
really don't like cats.
Boy, you're just a joy. So
What? You
Oh.
don't have a cat?
you're
He's
just
got 2 dogs, though.
Yeah, and you hate it. You hate the 2 dogs.
You're
you hate
used
the
to
fact
them
that there are
now.
animals living in your house.
It's
Also, happy National Dog Day.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
National Dog Day.
I think it's ridiculous that we have animals in our house.
Dude, there I go. You're right with me.
It's so dumb.
Why?
you can-
What is the thing?
Because they
You call
poo
me a
and pee.
curmudgeon, but I am the one.
No, you're right.
Making my.
No,
I'm right
thank
on
you,
this one.
thank you.
You're-
I was out of
A
my
cat
element.
serves a purpose. See, I'm kind of a cat dude. A cat serves a purpose. They will take care of bugs. They will take care of mice. Anything that
Bugs?
gets in.
Really?
Oh, if there's something in your house that's not a human, they're gonna attack it, and it's awesome. Oh yeah, like we had spiders, and the cat just goes and eats the spiders. We had wasps had gotten in. Man, she would get up on top of the sofa and wait for a wasp to fly by and just jump up and swat it out of the
Oh,
air.
see,
and-
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
That's a YouTube channel. I'd
It's
watch
like
that.
there actually is a there's a documentary called Lions in the Living Room or something like that, or Lion in the Living Room, and it basically talks about all the things that your cat does at your house
Oh yeah.
that is derived from when they were
Big-
feral
yeah.
wild animals.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
And that shows like they like camp out and like a safari cameraman.
Like years ago, Stacy and I were at the house, and the cat was playing with a little cat toy. And Stacy and Ava go to play with her, and they realize that no, it wasn't a cat toy. She was flipping a real mouse up in the air and then catching it and then playing with it like a soccer player and then grabbing it with her mouth, flipping it up the air, and the mouse is just squeaking. And
Oh,
the
it was still
girls
alive?
are, oh yeah,
Yes.
the girls are freaking out.
Savage.
Yeah, they're like, ha 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 ha, you're my toy. I mean, it was the best day
Then
for
did
that
it
cat.
eat it? Would
no,
it eat it? It would just
no.
go-
They made me take the mouse out. I'm like, if I take it outside, it's just gonna come back in.
Yeah.
But
Listen,
no, I've never. That's the beautiful thing. Since we got that cat years ago, I have never seen a mouse in the house anywhere. Not even a sign of mice. Not even like a poop anywhere. Nothing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
So how long is her meeting? How long do you have to keep the kid?
He's with me the rest of the day.
Oh,
so,
jeez.
yeah,
Who's got the raw end of that? Him or you?
him actually.
Now,
Well,
will,
you
does he
know.
sleep during the day?
Yeah, he was taking a nap when he got here. And as soon as I opened the door to the office, he woke up.
I wonder what he's
It was like,
thinking.
I don't know. I think about that. I wonder sometimes if he's looking at you going, where have you been? Like when I come back at the end of the day and it's just been him and mom all day in the house and she's been working and he's been sitting there and then he looks at me like, okay, good. You came back.
What's
Like-
y'all's first memory?
I don't know.
My
I have
first memory.
I have memories of my mom's dad, my grandfather. He died when I was 3. So, I have memories that must be from when I was that young. But
I think it's probably right around that same time. And I went to a funeral viewing, a wake, and I think that might be my earliest memory.
Ooh.
Because I was like, that really is a dead thing there, and that's
Ooh.
weird. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that might be my earliest memory.
Carson, you remember yours?
I remember going into nursery school, and it was there was an upstairs and a downstairs, and the downstairs is where the 2-year-olds were, and I distinctly remember going down the stairs, so I must have been about 2. Remembering, and that's all. There's nothing more than just remembering going down the stairs.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
do remember like trips to Disney and things like that, but I don't know because we used to go all the time. I don't know which ones are the early ones, I
Right.
think those were the big ones because I remember being on like the Peter Pan ride thinking, what in the world? There's a little town below us. We're so high.
I wasn't quite 3 when my little brother was born, and I remember going to the hospital with my dad. I remember my dad picking me up from daycare, which was unusual because that dad never did that.
Was at that age, what, 3 you said?
Oh,
Was
not,
that
not quite 3? I would have been, just 2.5 ish.
Was that about the cutoff for him to be able to pick you up?
Yeah, the fat Joe.
He was never able to pick him
I
up
didn't
again.
get fat until I was about 8 and 9.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really.
Yeah, I
fat.
think me too.
Yeah, same. Yeah. It's about 4th or 5th grade is when
I got really sick when I
chubby.
was in the 2nd grade, and I just never really recovered from
What
that.
did you have?
I don't spinal
Thyroid?
meningitis, encephalitis. Like I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really bad.
I had disco fever one time. Oh, this
I had
is
Pac-Man fever.
Man,
stupid joke that
What a
on both
really
of our points. Sometimes the memories I have, like I was my first. I was, like, I was thinking one time my first memory, and my papa was sitting in his. It was a green Naugahyde chair, and his old Bible was right next to it on the coffee table, and I can see that image just as clear as day. And then I remember years later, I was going through photo albums, and I saw that exact same angle, and it was a picture of him doing that, and I was like.
Do you remember the
did
picture?
I just remember the picture and think that's a memory?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
They did a whole thing. Scientists have done a whole thing on how bad our memories are.
Right.
They're not good. And and that's a problem is that people swear by it.
I remember
Like,
my dad with a
absolutely.
mustache and a cigar, and yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I always think of him in a certain shirt, and was that because I saw a picture
Right.
Yeah.
of that?
Yeah.
Or sometimes it can just be you're told that or a story.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Or something you saw in a movie that you incorporated into your life. That's why people talked about eyewitness testimony. That is the most unreliable thing
Yep.
ever. They I don't wanna get
There's
too
stories we
political,
change
but-
for the
oh,
radio to
absolutely.
protect people, and then it becomes my
Oh,
truth.
absolutely.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
don't know the difference between true stories and stories we tweak just a
Yeah.
little bit. Because you tell them so many times they become
Yeah.
true. And after the Bill Cosby thing, they changed the law in a bunch of states where they got rid of the statute of limitations. And I'm like, that's not good. There's a reason there's a statute of limitations on things. It's because after a certain amount of time, your memory is not a reliable source of information.
It's right.
It's just not.
It's not.
That's not fair. You're not thinking about the person on the other side. Okay. And the people that this is going to affect that might actually not be
Guilty.
you know? So,
And then, like I said, that's the problem is that you think in your head that's concrete.
oh, yeah. I
This
remember
is it.
Oh, dude.
clear as day.
How many
No, you
how many
don't.
times do I tell a story and Patrick goes, "No,
Oh, my gosh, all the time.
that's not the way it happened. That's the way we told it, but the way it happened was."
Because we tweak stories. just
Yeah,
a
you
little
have
bit
to make them
to make
sometimes
them-
a little more interesting.
Or just to protect the innocent
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh
the
my
guilty.
gosh, many times we have. It's been a way that we can talk about people without actually calling them personally out
Yeah.
on the radio. And yeah, over the years, my memory has adopted the retellings.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Patrick, we should let you get to your babysitting and.
I was hoping he would really want to talk. But you don't want to say anything?
Hey, Roy.
I can make you laugh.
Hey, boy.
Let's see if I can make you laugh. It's a laughing baby. Roy. I'm gonna eat your face.
I'm gonna laugh.
I'm gonna eat your face, Roy.
Watch out, he might actually eat your face.
This is grossing me out. Ugh. Okay, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
He usually laughs. So there's too many people.
Do a
I'm not
fart
gonna
like a
laugh.
thing on his belly. You know, the little.
Raspberry.
You don't want to laugh? He's like, I don't know what's going on. There's people.
Hey,
and I don't like them. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
He's cute.
I would be scared of Bubba too. It's okay.
Oh, what?
Cute. I would not turn him to your chest. First off, that's cruel to him because he's like, oh,
Dinner
and then-
time.
So it's like pulling up to the restaurant. Well, they should be. Where's all the cars?
That's closed.
Oh, it's Sunday. Chick-fil-A's closed.
Chick-fil-A.
Dang it.
Hey,
Do we
are
just
we gonna
compare
do?
man boobs to Chick-fil-A on Sunday?
Yes,
Does
yes,
that
we
just
do.
happen?
Yeah, somehow it works.
Hey, why do guys have boobs? Like serious?
Nipples, you mean?
Yes.
That's so funny. Bubba's so used to having boobs, he says they react.
Are we?
Nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Are we? Are we?
So great. What's that movie?
Meet the
Meet
Fockers
the
parents.
Fockers. I
Yeah.
think it was Meet the Parents first. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say this is episode 396. Are we doing anything special for 400? Like some kind of little
I don't know, we didn't
tie-in?
do anything special for 200 or 300. So why
But
400?
we did for like 101. We did the 101st Airborne.
Because
We-
it was 101, and I had a thing that went with that. You got something that goes with 400?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I remember for 300, I really wanted to get the guy who played
Butler.
Leonidas. Yeah, Gerard Butler.
I would have liked if you did that too.
I tried to get it, but it
That'd
just
been great.
didn't happen.
Speaking of guys who don't have boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, wrap us up, Bubba.
Maybe he does now.
oh, he didn't get fat, but who's the one that got fat?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe got almost, man. I saw a picture of Russell Crowe and I went, it's bad when I think you got fat.
Is
That's not
Gladiator one of the greatest movies ever, though?
It's spectacular.
it's good until a point. They get super weird.
What?
Yeah.
What, when he's
with
like
the-
when he's in heaven, or you know,
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good
the Elysian
moment.
Fields.
I don't know. There's a part where some guy's he's weird looking, and he's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Joaquin
No.
Phoenix?
talking about Gladiator or 300.
Oh, I'm thinking about
You
300.
thinking about
yeah,
300?
300. I know what you're thinking of. The
Oh, yeah,
the guy, the one who
The
sells them out, the
Hunchback, it sells
hunchback
them
guy.
out, and then the Xerxes. Yeah, 300 is a weird movie.
I love 300.
There's a lot
though.
of weird stuff.
Yeah, I
going
thought
on
it was
in
like historically accurate.
Oh no,
It's.
it
I mean,
tells
it kind
a
of tells a
story.
story that happened, but no, I mean they took some major license, obviously, to make it interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what happened?
Tonight. No, but I like Gladiator. That was good.
Gladiator's
Yeah, no,
amazing.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, and
I don't think I ever saw Gladiator, actually.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
it is
I never saw
good.
that.
it's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the greatest movies ever. And I remember I watched it for the first time, and I was the exact same age as Russell Crowe during that movie, and I went, I'm doing things wrong. I'm
Tell
doing
me
things
about it.
way wrong.
That's how I feel
All right,
constantly.
Roy, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna let you go and get some Chick-fil-A or whatever. What are you gonna feed him now?
A bottle.
Oh, can't you like puree Chick-fil-A and like
no,
get him
you
going?
feed him formula, Bubba. That's it.
It's almost time, dude.
You ever put whiskey in a sippy cup and you drink it?
No, I've never done that, but I mean, I can imagine that would be fun.
Yeah, just kind of. No one knows.
That's today.
Why not?
Could be.
Whiskey in a sippy cup. That seems like a really bad.
It's a
idea.
whiskey cup.
Probably shouldn't do that. All right, thank you.
At home, they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
This was the podcast, but now it's
over,
over.
Roy.
That's okay.
all done.
You can listen to the regular show
Yes.
on the radio every day.
Bye bye.
It was the podcast.